cactus and succulent growers, I'm Lynn. Welcome to Desert Plants of Avalon in the north of Ireland. And in today's video is just a little quick video showing you the beauty of my two Echinopsis subdenudatas that I've got both flowering today at the same time, and showing you a little bit of the difference. There's a bit of a difference between the two flowers, even though it's the same plant, as in they're both Echinopsis subdenudata, and I just want to show the beauty. I'm also going to be showing you a little wee cross-pollination as well in this video, because although I've done many cross-pollination videos over the past years, I want to do a wee update because it's been a while since I actually showed a video on cross-pollination. And while I've got these two stunners, both blooming gorge today, I thought it's the perfect time to show you how I cross-pollinate my cacti. And just show you first of all the difference between these two stunners. Now they're both Echinopsis subdenudata. This one is a lovely clumping, multiple clumping one. As you see, it's got tons and tons of buds, so this is going to be blooming gorgeous, probably right up until September. And just look at the lovely hairy tufty buds. This is the stunning awesome bloom that opened up today. I'll just show you there how gorgeous is that, guys. It is just like a big, huge, glistening white star. And it's actually very early in the morning right now. It's 6:30 a.m. I know, but I wanted to get up and take a video of the flowers because they don't last long. They're really a one-night stander. They sort of open up in the evening and often gone by sort of 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So you have to grab them when you can see them. And this one here, I'll just show you because they are a little bit different to my other subdenudata, which is this one here. And beautiful bloom. And first of all, I'm going to mention the difference. There's a little bit of a difference with the actual petals. These petals are thinner and also a little bit sharper, as you can see on the edges there. Also, the actual flower stem itself has little sort of red, it's a bit of a red sort of browny bronzy colour to it. My other subdenudata here, the petals are wider and not as sharp. I'm sure you can see here with my thumb. I'll show you how much wider they are, and then I'll show you, for example, here with my thumb. You can see they're thinner. And also here, the flower stem is sort of more of a brownie rather than the bronzy. But they're both subdenudatas. And just look at that inside. Look at all them filaments, guys. Oh God, it's just gorgeous. And if you can smell it in here, YouTube, you need to invent smell-o-vision, because the smell in this polytunnel today, this morning, was like, wow. The smell is it's hard to describe because subdenudatas have their own unique smell. But it's just imagine a bit of jasmine and a bit of hyacinth and a bit of lang lang as well thrown in, and just mix it together and just imagine that scent. Oh. And I've also got more blooming as well. That's starting to open up my little gymnoclisium here as well. Also. So I'm going to be showing you a wee cross-pollination now. And as I say, I have done this before. And the reason why I like to cross-pollinate is because there's more chance of success. And I often cross-pollinate my cacti, subdenudatas particularly. Had much success in the past. Grown many from seed. These here, little Echinopsis subdenudatas that I got from my own pollinations and sowed the seed in 2018. As you can see, this is the little cuties now, and this one is also coming into bud as well. So first of all, I'm going to get my little brush to pollinate and show you how I do it. So here we go, guys. I like to use a little brush. In this case, I'm using one of these little lip or eye brushes, but you can use a Q-tip, cotton wool tip, or you could even use tweezers if you're very careful as well. You want to make sure that you've got a clean little brush or Q-tip that you can collect the pollen. And what I'm going to be doing is collecting the pollen from this and then putting it onto the stigma of this one, and then collecting the pollen of this and put it on the stigma of this one. Because these are both Subdenudatas, I'm just going to be using the same brush to cross-pollinate both of them. But if I had different coloured Echinopsis, for example, different hybrids, then when you're crossing them, it's important you change the brush so you don't get it mixed up. But this is going to be quite straightforward because they're both Subdenudatas. And the reason why I'm cross-pollinating is, in my experience, you've got more chance of getting seeds. So first of all, I'm going to be loading up this little brush here with the pollen, like that. And the pollen is a little bit like, you know, it's a bit like sperm in a way, if you want to say. You only need to have a tiny little bit there on the brush to get that onto the stigma of the other one to get it pollinated. So just load it because you see all that lovely pollen there. And then all you want to do is just push that gently on here. And the same with the other one as well. We'll load up that gorgeous pollen. Just imagine that little brush is the bee. And you can see the pollen on there on the end. And then onto the stigma. What is interesting is that this stigma is quite... You can see all the different filaments. Well, if the filament's the right word to use. The stigma, it's a lot more prominent here. This one is quite closed, but this flower is not going to last the day, and it doesn't matter. I've cross-pollinated when the stigma has been quite closed, and it's still been a success. So that is all you have to do, and just sit and wait. People often say, "How do you know when it's a success?" Well, Echinopsis flowers particularly. They literally don't last more than a day, usually just a night and into the few hours of the early morning. The flower will completely close and it will flop over, and if it's a success, the flopped over flower will start to dry up, as it does either way, and the very base here will start to swell into a little bulb and it will go green. I mean, this is an example. This is another Echinopsis I've got here. I pollinated these, and you can see that that's a seed pod forming. The old flower dies back, dries up, and the seed pod starts to swell up there into little green swelling. And then the fruit develops and the seed develops inside. And it can take a few weeks to months before it's ready to harvest. But if it's not been successful, it would just dry up like this and it would just come away literally within a few days. So you just have to be patient if it works or not. And it's always fun to play the bee, as I always love to do. So I hope you found that useful, guys, and do have a go at pollinating your cactus flowers. I just want to mention that you can only cross-pollinate between the same genus. You can't pollinate an Echinopsis with a Gymnoclisium, for example, because they're different genus of cacti. However, different hybrids, particularly Echinopsis, you can definitely play around and create your own hybrids. So thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't done already, then do please subscribe and click the notification bell. Follow me on Insta, Twitter and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon for lots of flower photographs of all the stunning beauties that are blooming beautiful. And do check out my website as well for regular blogs and also lots of information on how to care for cacti and succulents. desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to wish you all a blooming amazing day filled with lots and lots of, wait for it guys, cactus power! Wow!